Honeywell.
You have a new label now, right? Style Lab. But you have a new
Exactly what does a management accountant do? Where can accountancy lead to? If you wanted to become a management accountant, what should you expect? And if you want to qualify with one of the professional accountancy bodies, which should you choose? In a world that often seems more full of questions than answers, CIMA, the leading professional qualification for accountants in business, thought it would be interesting to ask some students who have set out on the journey to becoming a management accountant to be our guests for dinner and share their experiences. The host for the evening was Annie Gerard, a member of CIMA and currently finance director of Diesel. We simply sat back, pointed the cameras, and listened to the conversation.
Take one marker.
What do you do on your day-to-day job?
I think one of the most important skills a management accountant can have is the ability to communicate, and the ability to communicate with people who are outside the finance department. So, for example, in my job, I deal a lot with people who are store managers, and those store managers are not versed in our accounting jargon, so I need to be able to explain to them accounting figures in a kind of concise way that they will understand.
I manage a team of three other people, so a lot of my role is actually to do with people management.
Keeping up to date with what's happening at each of our sites, pulling in together the results from each of the sites, consolidating, looking to see where there's areas for improvement, analysing risks and opportunities, and comparing to budget and making sure we're in line to meet the budget at the end of the month.
We've got a project in one of our cars at the moment to modernise it, so I'm providing the current status and really pulling together the risks and opportunities in the future.
What do you like best about your job?
It's a project-orientated role, which means I'm really doing the same thing twice.
I really enjoy meeting a variety of people, from accountants to budget managers to clinicians.
I really like the amount I've been able to learn in a short space of time.
The insight I get into the different areas of the business.
It has got to be the creative people I work with and the atmosphere of the office.
What made you choose CIMA?
Well, I looked into the other accountancy qualifications and found that CIMA's emphasis on business really appealed to me.
It doesn't just focus on the financial side of things, you're also able to develop your managerial skills.
I found other accounting more backwards looking, whilst I liked the element of CIMA where you're working with the companies to build forward.
How do you think CIMA gives you an advantage over other qualifications?
I have an advanced diploma in hotel management, and I felt that it was more beneficial to do the CIMA qualification rather than convert my qualification that I already had into a degree.
In the world we live and work in, everything keeps changing all the time. Nothing stays the same, and CIMA takes this into consideration and is continually offering development for their members.
It allows you to look at loads of different perspectives, so it's not just the financial view you're looking at, you'll be able to look at from a business perspective as well.
With a CIMA qualification, how do you think you'll be able to move abroad?
I've actually come over from Hong Kong, that's where I first saw adverts for CIMA. It's quite well recognised overseas now, especially over in Australia. And that would be a great place for lifestyle living.
How do you find the exams and the study?
CIMA is a lot of hard work. You need to consider working full-time as well as a study.
I did a Bachelor of Commerce back in South Africa, and I actually got quite a few exemptions, leaving you with just 3 managerial level papers, the strategic and top CIMA left to do.
I did a master's in accounting and finance at the London School of Economics, so I got exemptions from the foundation level.
But there's nothing like the satisfaction of finding out your results and knowing that you've passed.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Definitely like to be an FD, and going on from that, a CEO of a top company, something like one of the top confectionery ones would be great.
I've had some things in my mind about doing my own thing, maybe my own business, maybe a bit of tourism to South Africa from the UK, something like that, where I'm in control.
Is what you do now what you expected to do when you first thought of being accountants?
I've had 2 accounting placements, and it's pretty much what I anticipated.
I thought accountancy would be boring, but I actually really enjoy my job.
I didn't actually realise what I was doing was accountancy until someone told me.
Once they got started, we couldn't stop them. They got through loads of topics: ethics, the great support they get from their employers, exam results, travel, working on placements. The conversation ranged far and wide. One thing they all agreed on was how glad they were they chose CIMA to start their career in management accountancy. It kept them firmly at the centre of their organisation, as finance specialists and as business experts. To find out more about CIMA, visit our website, cimaglobal.com.